Hello my beautiful Taurus, this is Emmy from Making Waves and this will be your reading for August. We're tuning stuff around right now, so I'm shooting with my phone. Let me know if you prefer that way. It's just very, very hard to look at the camera knowing that it's on the side and not in the middle. If you are a new viewer, welcome. If you are a previous viewer, welcome back. So I'm gonna pull out an animal card for this month and then we're gonna jump right into your tarot. So let's see what we got for you. All right, we have the porcupine. Woo, that was way too much time for beginner minds. I like that energy. 48 could be an important number, as well as 12 or 13. I have this impression that like you need to stop being guarded about whatever you're dealing with right now. I think that you're more into like a protective like mechanism, whereas just letting things come to you. I think also like the quote says, right? Time for beginner's mind. Like I think it's just time for you to go back to basis, to really like unravel to the most elemental aspect of whatever you're dealing with. Elemental, or even like I just heard like atoms. So you need to basically like bring your project, if you're dealing with a project, to at its like most naked state. I'm sorry, the cat is meowing because I just put her out and she's not happy about it. Yeah, like it's like I have this like really sense of like, it's like, let's back to the like smallest like thing. Let's go back to like especially if you're dealing with a project and you've been like all around with it, adding and adding and adding, and then it's not working. I think you need to go back to like, where did it start? So go back to your foundation. All right. Okay, so I'm not gonna do any Celtic cross. I'm just gonna let the cards talk this month, just because I was guided to do that. So we're not gonna do like a format of a reading per se. So I'm just gonna let your cards. We have the 8 of Wands. I like that. If you are right now in a place where you feel that like you're stuck, especially with the porcupine, I think that there is movements that is gonna come in quite quickly, and it's gonna go extremely fast from the moment that you let yourself moving forward. You could be expecting a message. This one wanted to come out. I think the message that you will receive, we have the 2 of Swords. I think the message that you will receive will put you in a position where you're going to have to make a decision. And it can be anything, like a decision that like, and you're like anything that you could be passionate about, or 2 passions, and you need to choose 2 projects that you love, and you need to choose 2 people, if ever that is the case. I think that right now you're kind of like wondering if you know the path forward, but what I'm going to tell you is that with the 2 of Swords, you are your own limitations. You could definitely remove the blindfold and just see what is the truth, what is something that you want to accomplish, what is the proper decision to be made. It's funny, it's the first time that I'm seeing actually the 2 fairies, like that are like right at the bottom here, right there. Interesting. I have this impression that like, despite like you're refusing to make a decision, or you don't feel like you have clarity right now to be able to make the best out of it. Tell me more about that decision. I have Sam Smith. Again, I have that song so often when I'm doing like tarot, laid down. But like what comes in, it's like I'm reaching out to you. Can you hear my call? So do you have someone that is trying to reach out to you with the Eight of Wands? And this person is wondering if you actually saw their calls, their texts, their emails. I don't know if it's in regards of love, but this song is a love song, but it can apply to anything, right? Woo! This one really wanted to fly out. We have the Queen of Cups in the reversed. I definitely have this impression that the decision that you need to make is in regards of your feelings. So right now I have this impression that you don't feel like you have the emotional intelligence to be capable of making a decision. This is someone who's like the Queen of Cups upright is someone who's mastering her internal emotions, feelings. She's well in control of it. And I feel that right now you feel like you don't have control in your emotions, which makes this decision very, very difficult. Or you're being asked to remove your heart from making that decision and follow your mind. And if you've been here around, I'm always saying follow your heart. Because your heart will bring you closer to your path. The mind, unfortunately, can be tricked by the 3D world. But I feel that in this particular situation, you're being asked to follow your heart. Or maybe even this is the issue, is that you want to use your brain when you should use your heart. But I feel that for some of you, like you feel like unstable emotionally, which makes it very, very difficult for you to make a decision. A little sip of coffee. You could also not want to make a decision in regards of this Cancer that you're dealing with. Female Cancer, usually. But I'm not like sex oriented, so it can be a male or a female. All right. Who's this Queen of Cups? I heard like starting from scratch. So is your decision basically starting from scratch with this person? And this is kind of a decision that you feel that you cannot make. Are you the one who's sending also a message to this person because you want to start over? I think that what's preventing you from doing anything, it's really because you're stuck on your mind. In regards of things that you should feel. We have the Empress. I think that you're being asked to embrace your feminine energy, and the feminine energy is all about the heart. It's all about creativity, intuition. It's all about going with the flow. It's all about nurturing, right? So I think that if this is your story, and despite the fact that you're a man or a woman, you need to tap into more your divine feminine for you to be able to make a decision. What is the woman in you want? What is the woman in you want? It's funny because with the Eight of Wands, I feel that like you were really into the action of things, the action in the mind, when you're being asked to be more about the here and now, just like the Empress. I just heard broken heart. So I feel that either you broke the heart of this person or this person broke your heart. This person could be someone who's very, very spiritual, who have like a lot of downloads. They can be a medium, they can be a psychic, can be a healer as well. And I have this impression that maybe since you were not making any decision, this person decided to just be, what do I want to say? I'm sorry, guys. It came and it went back. This person had enough self-worth that decided to move forward alone. How do you feel about the Empress? You could also have like, really, you want to offer your cup? You want to offer the cup to this Empress? This is someone that you feel that is your soulmate. This is someone that is energetically somehow related to you in this life, or like even on a previous life. Okay. Well, why is it so hard for you to make a decision? Why is it so hard for them to make a decision? Oh, no. You feel like you don't, either you feel like you don't deserve them or that you're not good enough. Guys, come on. If this person is still like sticking around, it's because they feel that you're on the same like wavelength as them, or you wouldn't be meeting each other. Gosh, guys, make the move. We have the 10 of Cups. Seriously. And we have the 4 of Cups in the reverse. You just need to, okay. So let's have a chat. This relationship is fated with the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. This is like the most amazing soul bound from the heart and happy family and happiness and everything that you wish for in this relationship. I have this impression that with the 4 of Cups though, you're finally coming out of feeling like, I have this impression that you're coming out of feeling less of. You're coming out as feeling like you know that this offer is tangible. You know that like someone was like the 4 of Cups upright is someone dwelling. And I feel that you know that you cannot avoid this situation. And you know that this offer is also amazing and will fulfill you. But I feel that you're coming out of feeling less of. You're coming out of like feeling like you don't deserve them. And you have the Knight of Swords, so you're charging towards them at the bottom of the deck. So you're charging towards this person because you finally feel like you can fight for this person or be fought. That's a weird thing to say. Be fought about. Okay. So I think that you're expecting this person to fight for you. That's what's coming in. But be careful, because the Empress is not someone who's going to fight for you. Be careful. This could be tricky. This could be tricky. Tell me more about, I'm just going to go clarify the Four of Cups. Tell me more about the Four of Cups. Okay. We have the Moon in the reversed, and we have the Six of Pentacles. I like that. You're coming out of like feeling like being in the darkness, right? So you're coming out of like of not knowing what's the path forward. So I have this impression that you're finally like aware of what you want to achieve with this person, and you're ready to give. You're ready to give to them. Be mindful of that's what came through. Be mindful of the stories that you tell yourself. Because this person has all the best intention for you. And to really put the work into this relationship. But I feel that you're the one who's resisting it. And I feel that like with the Moon in the reverse, you could kind of like tell yourself stories that are wrong. And so just be mindful of really being opened to receive. Or maybe even for some of you, you thought that like this person was not like giving you enough, and finally they will. Finally they're there to be like extremely generous with themselves, and really be investing in this relationship. Just as the blindfold or the veil lifts up, just be mindful that it's a give and take. And I have this impression that it's more you than them. So be mindful that if this person gives, you're capable of giving back. And I know maybe that's not what you want to hear, but just be mindful, because you're the one who was hesitating to make that decision. You're the one who's feeling less of. And I think that even with the porcupine, you need to let your guard down. There's really this sense of being extremely protective. So be mindful of that, because this person is ready to invest in you. So are you? Are you? But I like the fact that you're finally like seeing clarity in this situation, and that you're ready to invest. I have this impression that you're coming out of this. Okay, so what's the outcome between these two? Let me just pull out more cards, and then we're going to close it off. What's the outcome between these two? Yep. Okay. We have the High Priest. Okay. No, it's not the High Priest, guys. It's the Hierophant. I'm sorry. This deck is in French. Sometimes I'm not quick on... It's the Hierophant. Okay. Can you give me one more? I have this impression that like it might not be... Like you're maybe like waiting to have like a benediction on this relationship. I think it might not be traditional in this case, and maybe this is the decision that you need to make, is that, do I want to have a traditional thing with this person, or I'm not traditional myself but they are, so can it work? funny that I put the Hierophant right underneath the Empress. I have this impression that this person is quite intuitive, but so are you. But you're just choosing not to follow what your intuition is telling you. And you have this duality about yourself, about like being like a real intellectual, but being also very, very intuitive. But at the same time, you kind of like decide not to follow your intuition. And I'm just like, why? Your intuition is there for the right reason. Give me one more. There's this one that just heard, like I just heard wanted to be perfect. Like this person will accept you with your imperfections. That's what they said. So stop being worried. If this person has nothing but good vibes, but I feel that you're the one who's dragging. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm calling you out on this. Why are you dragging yourself? Like, it's always, give me one more. Okay, this one. Wow, that was powerful. We have the Four of Swords in the reversed. I have this impression that you're tired of fighting. You're tired of fighting traditions. You're tired of fighting, like I just heard, society, or what people are expecting of you. And this person could be different. This is a divine feminine. This person could definitely be different from you. And I have this impression that like maybe there's something going on with a father figure, or with even a grandfather figure, that for you, you wish you had like the benediction from them, or even their father, so your future partner father. And it's kind of like being very, very difficult to fight for this situation. I think your fights are mental. Your fights are not from the heart. I think you're putting blocks around you. And this is where like you are creating this fear. We have the karma at the bottom of the deck. This is judgment. I have this impression that just be mindful of what you're telling yourself, because if you're telling yourself that you're less of, or that like you don't deserve this person, this is what you're sending, right? So I have this impression that like this is what's coming like together right now. It's be mindful of the fight that you want to put in place, because this fight could just be your own fights. These fights are just the fights that you have within yourself. That's how I feel about it, is that it's not people fighting you, it's you fighting with your own self. And these could be related like to like past life trauma, past life karma, actually. So you have a little bit of healing to do, my beautiful, but this person is really there for you. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. So join me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm posting daily readings on these platforms. I'll be back around mid-August to do your love reading. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. This is very, very helpful. And thank you so much for all the new subscribers that we gained this month. I hope this helped. I'll see you soon. Bye.